on out. Ciara and Pontos getting banned.
I really, really like this Pontos ban. The double speed lead ban's super strong here. TRUEWHALE, obviously knowing immediately he has to take away that speed lead opportunity from Faint Memory. So Faint Memory locks in the Okeanos first. We've seen a ton of that throughout the entire tournament so far, as well as in the other regions.
That's right. Okeanos being such a strong pick throughout all of America's Cup. Very, very powerful here. TRUEWHALE looking hovering over a speed lead himself, the Water Ryu, and one other unit, and it looks like it's going to be that Ganymede.
Oh, I really like that. Faint Memory, confident, immediately locks in that Lulu and Chungpong. Knows exactly what he wants to take here. Both units very effective against this Gani combo with the Water Ryu.
Very effective and very powerful. We all know what Lulu's capable of, and Faint Memory locked that in so quick with that Chungpong as well.
On TRUEWHALE side, we could see a Hagang potentially, but have to be careful because if the Hagang's not on Swift, it actually has a pretty good chance to get reset there by the Okeanos. But instead goes completely opposite, goes for another speed lead opportunity here alongside the Savannah.
Yep, 33 speed lead coming out with that Samath and the Savannah AoE def breaks though. So we're not really, I think Lulu's still going to be a troublesome unit here because we all know that Water Ryu is not so consistent anymore as a stripper.
Has to be careful though. Picking Savannah that early is a very, very easy Leo pick here. Faint Memory could take it even alongside a speed lead. Is still a very effective unit.
Woo, we're going to see the Chloe. Chloe is back on Faint Memory's side, and he's bringing a 33 speed lead as well. Vanessa gets locked in for Faint Memory. TRUEWHALE looking to respond.
We know that Vanessa is not usually a common pick here, but worked really well for Faint Memory against Safarius in the finals of the first day. TRUEWHALE locks in that Volantis.
Ooh, look how quick these bans went out as well. Volantis immediately banned out, and I agree with that. And of course, the 33 speed lead getting banned on Faint Memory. TRUEWHALE taking the speed lead. Faint Memory probably going turn 2 in this one. Let's find out, guys. We get into our very first match of today's America's Cup.
Something interesting to notice, Faint Memory actually picked the attack lead there for his Chungpong instead of the defense lead for the Chloe.
Yeah, but Water Ryu was not able to get a full strip here, and we've got Ganymede just looking to do some poke damage here, but can't really do much with that invincibility up.
Oh, there's the tech unit right there. You saw that. The Nemesis Chloe into this composition. Very effective against the Water Ryu. Read it like an absolute book.
I do believe I saw a resist on top of that Ganymede. We got a little bit of damage on the side of TRUEWHALE. He's trying to finish off this Chloe as soon as possible, and does drop the Chloe before Lulu could heal that unit all the way up.
Looking like the Lulu here is going for the Samath. Saw the reset on it, wants to take it down, but Gani does have ventilate, so skill 2 ventilate could come back for his passive.
No, it looks like he's going to be throwing that ventilate back onto Water Ryu. Water Ryu is going to have the strip here, and we've got Gani with the additional turn as well. He's going to have that third skill up again. Savannah looking to trying to deal some damage here. Not really going to see much. Reina Stones is coming out. He's able to finish off that Samath, and we've got 2 stuns sitting on top of Ganymede and Savannah.
Oh, not looking so good, though. TRUEWHALE doesn't have another strip here for the immunity. Faint Memory with the Lulu skill 3 is going to push him back pretty hard.
It really is. Looking to try and eliminate this Ganymede, and he might be able to do that here with this Okeanos. Goes the big skill 1, finishes off Ganymede here. Lulu with all the sustain in the world can even just throw the immunity on top of this Okeanos, but it's not really going to matter too much. Looking heavily favored for Faint Memory.
Gotta say, Faint Memory drafted that really well. He knew that Water Ryu was coming out, knew that Chloe wouldn't get banned. Most likely he was going to lose the speed lead instead. Had that Okeanos to scare away TRUEWHALE. So the speed lead goes, has the counter immediately to that first turn Water Ryu.
Yeah, Water Ryu trying to do anything he can here. We've got Savannah trying to get that strip on the immunity, not receiving it there. Chungpong dismounting that Savannah. Definitely not looking good at all for Water Ryu. He's not going to be able to turn it around here. He needs to start thinking about his next match. And there we have it. Faint Memory taking round 1 away from TRUEWHALE.
Yeah, I think that's just one of those things where we said, Faint Memory does prepare super well for his opponents. He was ready with that draft. He knew the Water Ryu would come out, and he had the immediate counter pick to it. Played it super safe with that Okeanos and the Vanessa to force the speed lead ban instead.
Well, pre-bans from last time. Ciara getting pre-banned on the Pontos. Pontos is going to be back in this match. Looks like Tian Lang is going to be the unit that Faint Memory does not want to see. And Lulu's getting the pre-ban by TRUEWHALE.
The Lulu. Respecting the Lulu is always something we're going to see here in these tournaments. I do like the Tian Lang ban, though, since he can't ban the Pontos. Probably wants to go for some sort of attack bar gain composition. Might pick the Sierra and or the Water Ryu here immediately.
Yeah, we're seeing an Okeanos Ganymede split, almost like seeing a Gani Hathor split, the way Okeanos has been so desired throughout this current meta that we have.
Yeah, as we can see it, even though a lot of people don't really pick Okeanos first on the ladder in the tournament, I do think it is one of the best, if not the strongest first pick. It has so much good first turn potential, but also even if you don't run it on first turn, it denies a lot from the enemy to take it away.
Well, double win units came out for Faint Memory, and he looked to draft a Water Ryu, and he's hovering over that Carnal and locks in that Fire and Bison.
Faint Memory here locks in, looking towards getting that speed lead, but really goes towards that many wind units. A little scary here. We do see the Okeanos and the Carnal, lots of wind that he can hit them with, but Faint Memory maybe going for the Samoth instead. I do like this. I do like a Hagang here, actually, for the glancing chance.
Let's see what Faint Memory decides to lock in. He is hovering over Samoth, and he is going to be drafting the Shushu pretty much in place of that Lulu.
I do like this. This is something we've been talking about a lot in terms of high-level RTA, is that Shushu could actually replace Lulu if Lulu were to ever get nerfed. The opportunity for those skills are very, very, very effective here. It's something that people are definitely underrating.
Yep, that's right. Diana looking like it's coming into the match with TRUEWHALE here with one last draft. And that unit is going to be a Ragdoll coming out for TRUEWHALE. Faint Memory looking to respond to this Ragdoll Diana last pick.
I really like the Diana here. I'm not sure how I feel about the Ragdoll. It does have always has good pressure into multiple AoEs, but not leaving himself, I was gonna say, leaving himself open to dots right there, so the Belenus of the Rika could come out. And there it is. We see the Rika last pick.
Yep, Rika last pick, and we all know it's the #1 most banned unit right now. And I think we're going to be seeing that Rika getting banned out again, not having any form of immunity or really sustain on the side of TRUEWHALE.
The other option would be for the Chungpung ban, but I think the Rika's still a lot scarier. On the other side, I feel like we're seeing the Water Ryu ban.
And that's right, Water Ryu is definitely going to be banned out here. HP lead this time for TRUEWHALE, speed lead this time for Faint Memory. Faint Memory looking taking that first turn. We're about to find out, guys, as we get into round 2 with Faint Memory and TRUEWHALE.
Well, that is an incredibly fast Chungpung there, getting the strip into the Gani.
And it looks like Ganymede is going to try and get a reset out here on top of this Okeanos. Gets the attack bar reduction as well. Getting some healing with some immunity popped up for Faint Memory.
Yeah, I really like the way that Shushu's heal actually works. So it heals the lowest ally twice and then gives immunity if you're at full health. So it's actually a pretty strong opportunity here for a lot of immunity.
Yep, Chungpung with the ventilate back onto him. TRUEWHALE's trying to deal as much damage as possible, but Shushu's got the heal with that Chungpung with the additional turn as well, healing that Chungpung to full.
A lot of damage here. It needs to land the reset on the Diana, or most ideally. Oh, and the stun as well.
Big despair stuns coming onto TRUEWHALE's team there.
A lot of glancing value here. That glancing debuff on the Ragdoll did stop the crit. And look at that. Another opportunity to take it away from this Carnal here.
Well, little room to breathe there, getting that stun on top of the Chungpung. We're going to see a third skill coming out for Fire and Bison. Fire and Bison looking to get his hands on some stuns here. Does get that stun on top of the Ganymede with the additional turn as well. I think he needs to start pummeling that damage seriously into this Chungpung.
Oh, might be just enough damage to take out Chungpung. Chungpung does go down and die. Faint Memory down a unit now, but does get the immunity on his team.
He has the immunity, he has the sustain with that Shushu, but Diana's now able to transform. We're going to find out what kind of damages Diana can produce right now.
3.3k is pretty good for this early in a match. Does have the good crit damage there, does also have the speed alongside it, but that additional damage just really ripping through other units.
Yep, it really is. We got that stun sitting on top of that Ganymede. Ganymede not looking too hot right now. It's pretty much dead. It may die to the dot, but of course the Shushu's going to be healing it back up.
Oh, needed that extra turn on the Gani for the reset pushback, but not going to get it. Could just defend here with the Diana. Doesn't really need to make any crazy moves right now.
Oh, decided to throw up the shield to protect his team just a little bit. Fire and Bison not able to finish off that Ganymede just yet. Ragdoll's going to be there just in time to finish off before the Shushu could heal it up here. And that is it. Faint Memory read into that one. Round 2 going to TRUEWHALE.
I'm not sure how I feel so much about the Chungpung Gani. I do like the Gani to take away the Okeanos Gani combination, but there is a little bit of a risk with not picking enough damage into a player like TRUEWHALE. We do know he has a lot of those bruiser compositions. I mean, he has 5 Artemils, he's got a Ragdoll, he has that Tianlang as well. So you really have to play very, very balanced, I would say. You can't be too light on the damage, and you can't also be, too heavy on the damage.
Yeah, most definitely. I think we might see a change in pre-bans this time. I think Faint Memory might be looking to pre-ban that Volantis as we saw last time. That was the last unit that he banned out. And we're going to see that Ponto Ciara ban again.
Ponto's a little bit too scary for Faint Memory to fight in here. The Ponto's Ganny combination will come out immediately if he first picks Oki, so he wants to take it away by pre-banning it.
Well, there you have it. First pick from Faint Memory locks it in as quick as possible. It is going to be that Okeanos. TRUEWHALE responding so fast with Water Ryu and Chungpung.
A little bit risky, though, but because by taking the Chungpung, he gives an opportunity for Faint Memory to either lock in a Heigang or a Lulu right away. Lulu is slightly countered by Chungpung, but also probably one of the best picks against Chungpung. So it's kind of a coin flip whether or not he's able to get that first turn strip or not.
Yep, definitely. But we have that combination with Okeanos and Ganymede going into TRUEWHALE. A very strong combination coming out of Faint Memory.
Oh my goodness, here we see it. The response, TRUEWHALE taking the Shushu this time, wants the AoE immunity unit alongside his M Bison there.
Yeah, the battle of friends coming out here. We've got Lulu and Shushu this time. Faint Memory hovering over a Daphnis, and one more pick to wrap up his draft.
I really like the Daphnis. I think Daphnis is an underrated unit into these Lulu compositions, or I guess in this situation, a Shushu composition. Molong fits well here as well, but I would be thoroughly impressed if I saw him use the Wind Ryu again after not seeing the most stellar performance out of him last time.
Well, 33 speed lead coming out for Faint Memory, and the Volantis is going to be coming back for TRUEWHALE. I think he might be looking to ban out that Volantis already.
Yeah, it's very possible we see the Volantis ban. Something else he could do to throw it off would actually be banning out the Chungpung because it denies. But there it is. There are the speed lead bans instead.
Yep, both speed lead bans. What we're going to see here is rune quality. Who's going to be faster? TRUEWHALE, or it's going to be Faint Memory.
It's all up to this Daphnis. Daphnis needs to land something big on the first turn. Otherwise, there's not going to be much. Needs to take out that Chungpung immediately.
That's right. Well, here we go, guys. This is round 3. Faint Memory, TRUEWHALE. Already got double provokes out there with big strips. Only the Ganymede was able to hold on to the immunity.
Oh, what a really good reset there. Did land it on the M Bison. Serious Matter coming out. Does land the reset on the Lulu there, so might need to use that Ventilate immediately.
Oh, looks like Faint Memory is going to throw down that third skill on top of the Volantis, but we've got that plenty of skills here with the Shushu. Want to get that immunity up here. Shushu protecting the team. See if that is a Violent Daphnis, and it is not a Violent Daphnis.
It could be. It could still be on Violent. We're not 100% sure yet. Who knows? It could proc out of the sun here. But something interesting was it wasn't on Will, so I'm curious what the offset is there.
Yeah, very curious indeed. Could possibly be a Nemesis set here. But we've got Lulu trying to pummel in some damage. Looks like the unit of focus is that Volantis right now.
I guess we're going to be playing this game, but what is the Daphnis rune on? It's not on Nemesis. We saw it take a 6.2k hit there. Didn't get quite enough. The defense break up on the Ganny, though, but chooses not to go into it. Goes into this, goes into the Daphnis again.
See if he'll go for the attack bar pushback on top of the Ganny or try to eliminate the Daphnis with this wind unit, and he does not eliminate that Daphnis just yet.
Oh, had to kill the Daphnis there. Had to kill it because Lulu's coming in. Lulu does have the heal.
Not Lulu able to sustain Faint Memory's team here, but the Provoke once again comes out on top of Daphnis. Very, very clutch. Might see a skill 2 cleanse here on top of his Chungpung to eliminate that glancing. We'll see.
And skill 2 here on the M Bison. Probably a little bit better, but oh, didn't quite get it. Doesn't quite work the same way as the Lulu. Does not give you immunity on the skill 2, I believe. Only on the skill 3.
Well, everybody got stunned up by that Rain of Stones. Reset came out. And we've got Ganymede looking to ventilate back on top of that Okeanos. Rain of Stones will be coming in once again. We've got that skill 2 coming out onto Daphnis. Daphnis looking a little bit healthier right now. Has the skill 3. He can use it to drop the Chungpung, but he goes for the Shushu instead. Shushu still holding on, but the Rain of Stones primed and ready. Does it drop the Shushu here? And it does.
That's looking pretty rough. It's very grim here. No heals and a lot of Ganny-Oki combination on the field. The resets come out.
And it looks like TRUEWHALE read into that one. Faint Memory taking round 3.
Yeah, a little mistake there from TRUEWHALE. Shushu does not quite work in the same way as Lulu. That skill 2 not being enough.
Yeah, it definitely wasn't enough there because I think the sustain truly mattered. If he had eliminated the Daphnis before, maybe we would have seen a change here, but that's not what happened. But we're going into a round 4.
Round 4, I'd like to see TRUEWHALE pick more of what he's used to, more of what he's comfortable with. That aggressive composition with the first turn CC chains. It's a little tough though against FAINTMEMOry. FAINTMEMOry is very, very fast and does have a lot of really good counters against that Water Ryu.
Well, let's see if we're going to see the same pre-bans as we did in the second round. Ciara and Pontos are now available.
I think that shows. I think the last match actually shows something a little bit different about how well you prepare. So TRUEWHALE did take the Shushu because he knows it does have that AoE immunity on skill 3 with the conditional. But the only issue was he tried to use the skill 2 to protect his M-Bison there, but it actually doesn't give immunity in the same way that Lulu's does.
Nope, it does not. We've got our pre-bans. That Lulu's getting pre-banned and the Tien Lang.
I do like this. We're going to see a lot of the same thing here, but FAINTMEMOry leaning in for that Water Ryu this time.
Yeah, it goes for Water Ryu, trying to get another usable speed lead for himself here. I wonder if TRUEWHALE is going to take the Chung Pung away.
We definitely could see a Chung Pung here. We could also see the Ragdoll. There it is. There's the Ragdoll. FAINTMEMOry most likely going to lean in towards that Ciara again. I'm not quite sure what the other pick would be here.
Could very well be a Kinky coming out of FAINTMEMOry. We know he has it. It's in that box. Might be drafting it here. Who knows? Looks like Fire and Bison's coming out for FAINTMEMOry. A very strong unit.
I think in this draft, actually, it almost benefits FAINTMEMOry to be the last pick instead of the first pick here, because he doesn't need to contend for that Ciara, and there's no Lulu on the field either.
No, it looks like Fran's coming out for FAINTMEMOry. TRUEWHALE looking to respond with his last 2 picks, and it is going to be a Diana and one other.
Diana, possibly Antares. We could see the Antares come out right away here. We could see a couple interesting LDs come out. The protection from a Pontos is actually not the worst either.
Whoa, we're going to be seeing an Annabelle. He does lock in the Annabelle.
Oh, I like the Annabelle pick. I'm honestly not too sure about the Diana pick. Diana's really strong sometimes. When she goes, she goes. She just absolutely obliterates units. But it's a bit of a coin toss because I'm not sure if he really needs the shield from it.
Well, let's see what the bans are going to be here. I'm kind of expecting to see a Fire and Bison ban by TRUEWHALE.
I think we're going to see a Chung Pung or Oki ban on one side and probably the Daphnis.
Well, looks like that Daphnis is going to be banned out here. Okeanos getting banned on TRUEWHALE's side of the field. We've got a defense deck lead coming out for TRUEWHALE. And of course, FAINTMEMOry with the speed lead.
Yeah, the Daphnis last pick there was quite a good bait too. He had 2 speed lead opportunities, so he knew he'd be taking first turn at that.
Yep, definitely. FAINTMEMOry can shut it down right here, getting the 3-1 against TRUEWHALE. Can TRUEWHALE take this into a game 5? We're about to find out. Got a big second skill coming out from Chung Pung. Can he land all of them this time?
But not sure if it's even really worth it. Probably wants to hold on to it until he gets the opportunity. Oh, and the stun there from the Water Ryu is not looking good for TRUEWHALE right off the bat.
Right off the bat, indeed. Stunned up Chung Pung. Immunity and attack buff up for FAINTMEMOry.
Oh god, we have 4 slow debuffs on We got 4 slow debuffs on the field, a reset Annabelle. It's not looking very good. There's no stun opportunity here for the Annabelle either. Or sleep, my apologies.
Yep, looking to poke a little bit of damage into the Fran as a unit of focus right now.
We're just going to have to hope that the shield really lasts. The shield, but the extra turn does shrug off the shield there for the Ragdoll.
Yeah, Water Ryu really wanted to get that attack break onto the Ragdoll, limit that damage just a little bit. Skill 2, healing herself. Fran looking a little bit better now.
FAINTMEMOry really debating the skill 2 there on the Bison for the extra rotation, but wants to put the slow debuffs back up on the team.
Yeah, Psycho Crusher coming out here. No stuns right now. Annabelle could definitely cleanse everybody up here. TRUEWHALE looking for a big skill 2 into that Fran. Is he going to get the additional turn? He does not.
Gonna need to get some sleeps here if he wants to cleanse or have any defense break opportunity. Annabelle looking pretty useless right now.
And more looking to possibly attack break. No, hoping for the despair stun on top of that Diana, not receiving it here. Ganny looking to apply that glancing, nails the glancing. Does Ragdoll have enough to finish off the Fran? And it does.
Probably wants to push back the Chung Pung here. I believe Chung Pung has a full set of skills. Goes for the provoke and lands it instead.
Does land the provoke indeed. Are we going to see these shields coming up once again with this Diana? We do. No additional turn coming out of Chung Pung. Glancing probably get reapplied onto Diana. Chooses to reapply the glancing onto the Chung Pung.
Oh, gets the sleep through the glancing. There it is. Gets
There's the sleep. And the additional
Oh,
turn
man.
coming out of Annabelle as well. He's choosing whether he wants that third skill or to just try and sleep another target. And he tried for it.
He really needed that too. The value out of getting that with there. Oh my goodness, that a revenge? A revenge? Diana gets the stun onto the water Ryu and then gets the extra turn.
Violent Revenge Diana onto this Moore, eliminates Moore from the field, heavily favoring TRUEWHALE, and there we have it, guys! We're going into a round 5 with TRUEWHALE and Faint Memory.
That was a really close match there. I was about to say that we needed the Annabelle to take an extra turn to cleanse, but then she got the extra turn on top of that and managed to get the defense break up as well. A lot of value there for TRUEWHALE. We saw the Revenge Diana, though, something you don't see every day. Very, very good setup, though, especially against the Water Ryu.
Yeah, really great back and forth in that match. Extremely entertaining and exactly what everybody wants to see, and that is a Game 5. Faint Memory, TRUEWHALE. Pre-bans coming out here. Ciara and Pontos once again getting pre-banned.
And we're going to have to play it safe here, I think, for both sides, because Faint Memory in that last match had a pretty good opportunity to draft into that. Like, he gets turn 1 and then aggresses against the Annabelle, but the problem was the Diana kept getting turns and re-shielding, so he didn't really have enough control for the Trung Pung at the end of the game.
Well, it looks like TRUEWHALE definitely wants to take that Lulu away. Expecting to see a Shushu coming out of Faint Memory in return. We've got Chung Pung coming out for Faint Memory in one other unit.
Could just take the Water Ryu away right now. Could slam down that Moore and take it away from TRUEWHALE. TRUEWHALE is a very defensive opener, and I don't quite know if it's going to be effective enough. However, with Moore and Chung Pung on the field, it's pretty safe to pick a Ragdoll and another immunity unit.
Ooh, looks like the Shushu's coming out for Faint Memory. Faint Memory usually makes a big change here, and I think this is where we're going to see Faint Memory show, honestly, is excellent. So I'm expecting to see something we haven't seen in the previous matches coming at him going into this one here.
It's too bad we didn't get to see any Ciara opportunity in this this matchup between the two of these players. Ciara is very incredibly good, and we do know that both of these guys have incredible runes for that unit as well.
Well, TRUEWHALE drafting that Fire and Bison and the Water Ryu. I would expect to see Faint Memory probably taking that Diana away from TRUEWHALE this time.
Diana Kinky looking pretty good here. Kinky fairly effective against both the Water Ryu as well as the M Bison, and Diana being pretty effective against Lulu and the Gani there.
Oh, looks like the Vanessa's coming out here. Definitely not expecting to see a Diana coming out of TRUEWHALE. Definitely not expecting to see a Diana coming out of TRUEWHALE here. So we've got Vanessa Daphnis wrapping up Faint Memory. TRUEWHALE needs to respond with one last pick after seeing all of this fire.
Something I would be interested to see is if Faint Memory has two of these units built on different builds. Because if by any chance that last Daphnis was not on Swift and this one is, this could be a very significantly different matchup if he kills that Gani on turn 1.
Ooh, Volantis coming out for TRUEWHALE. Volantis being such a strong unit with the strips and the provokes. Definitely could come in handy going into this last match here. Bans are coming out.
I think we're most likely seeing the speed lead bans on both sides. I'd be interested if he went for the Gani ban instead and tried to live through the Cardinal. And there it is. Swaps it up, tries to change it up, wants something a little bit different there. Bans the Gani for no guaranteed reset.
Ooh, accuracy leader skill this time for Faint Memory. Speed lead for TRUEWHALE. Here we go, guys. Game 5. We've got TRUEWHALE. We've got Faint Memory. Let's go.
There it is. 3 strips. Has to be. This Volantis is the scariest one here, though.
Oh, big strip right there. We got the provokes on top of that Daphnis and the Okeanos. Chung Pung trying to reduce as much attack power as possible. We've got Lulu throwing up that immunity to protect the team. We might see the additional turn of the Okeanos with the Rain of Stones on top of it, but he is going to protect his team here.
The value here was that the Oki got provoked, so no opportunity for the Oki to skill to reset the Cardinal there. Also the pushback from Daphnis. Oh, M Bison taking out Daphnis already.
M Bison so strong, really is. Looking for a provoke on top of this Okeanos. Stop this unit from doing anything here. We've got Volantis trying to pummel in as much damage as possible. Lulu here just protecting his team, looking so good for TRUEWHALE right now. I don't know if Faint Memory's got enough to keep it in here. And TRUEWHALE is going to be taking down Faint Memory.